your journey with what you're doing and what God has planned for you. The speaker's right. Now I'm gonna go to the computer settings. What the heck? There it is. All right, so it's working now. We're determined. We're gonna make sure that this goes through. Okay, well, thank. We're gonna make sure that it didn't even explain why.
No.
That just keeps happening. It is funny. Technology be, what I'm saying, it be hating just a little bit. But I'm determined. I'm determined. Yes, thanks.
All right.
So we're gonna do this again for the. All right, if we include that malfunction, it'll be the third time, but probably the fourth. Okay, fourth time is a charm. So that's what we can do. 'Cause this is crazy. This is so crazy. Now I don't know. I guess those got activated. Yeah, we just gonna say that they did. And I'm gonna turn the comments on so that I can hear you guys. Well, so that I can see you guys and that you can hear me because it wasn't working. But again, hello. Hello, hello again. So you see me trying to like work around the screens. It's a thing. It's a whole thing today. But I'm glad that you guys are hanging in there and that you're patient. Thank you. I appreciate you for coming by. Because today is all about doesn't have to feel like work to be successful. Does work have to feel like work? Sometimes it just feel like you on punishment. It don't feel like you're working at all. You're just trying to work forward and get through it. But anywho, so let me see. I can see all of the comments from all the different screens now. So if you can't hear me at any point, if it glitches or anything, just send a message. But we're gonna just jump on in. I got insurances this time because it's chaos and it's nonsense. But yeah, so you're bored at work, huh? Not having a good time? The days are blurring in together. Yeah, I understand. But guess what? Stop it. You have the power to not be bored. I'm just saying, you can actually change your environment, and this includes work. It totally includes work, right? So I'm just going to let you know, I'm giving you permission, y'all, that it's totally, totally okay to enjoy yourself in all of the environments, everywhere you go. All right. Now, I'm not telling you to stand on top of the table and start doing a jig. That's not what I'm saying. But it is completely and totally fine to share some giggles, some silent jokes, okay? Just a little bit of funness in your work day or work night. Whatever your shift is, you can take some joy with you. And I'm just telling you, when they told you that you couldn't, that this is a place of business and it's only going to be held a certain way, they lied. Yeah. They just don't want you to have any fun, but you totally can. And I'm telling you this because of experience. I remember being with some coworkers and just, trying to keep it cool and trying to be responsible, of course, but having like little sight games, like, do you see certain colors? Just name everything that's red. And you would be surprised what your eyes would catch when you give yourself a simple instruction like name everything that's red. And you would be surprised at stuff that people actually join into. I've had fun having an I Spy game. Man, I tell you, when you are trying to do your business and be all professional and studious, you can't unsee whatever has been told to you to find. Okay, you can't unsee it. You can't help but participate, and you'll be surprised who will jump in. I know some folks that even shared a game of tag at the workplace. And I'm telling you, everybody jumps in. Just a silent little subtle game. You just kind of tag, you're it. You kind of go back to your desk. You'd be surprised. It's really, really funny. It's a lot of different simple things. We're simple people. We don't need a whole lot. But you can have fun at work. It doesn't have to be so strenuous and stressful on a regular basis. You want some joy. You want to encourage yourself to play. There's reasons that helps the youth stay youthful. I mean, really, tag, you're it. Have you ever seen someone who's supposed to move while they're at work be frozen for 5 minutes? They are losing their minds. But I tell you, it's fun. It's really, really fun. Now, for those who have not been here before, if you've never been here before, I'm just going to let you know why you're here today. This is Intentional Tuesday. Now, this is intentionally the third round for this particular Tuesday, but I'm so happy that you've come. I'm glad that you're here. This is the place for entrepreneurs and I love it. It's for entrepreneurs and professionals to come and refresh their spirits, to reset your intentions, not once a year, not once a month. This is a weekly refresher, and you know why? I'm glad you've asked, because we want to make sure that you are the leader who you are supposed to be, that you are leading in your authentic purpose and nothing less, with clarity, not confusion. I want to make sure that you are your best self so that you can lead by example. These people need to mimic what you're doing and who you are. And I want to make sure that you are your best so that you can do that. so that you can do that. You know why else? Because we're going to make sure that that trickles down to not just your teams, but the organizations and the community that you influence. So we got a bigger grand purpose, and I'm so glad that you joined here today. Now, today's intention, like you see, does work have to feel like work to be successful? No, no. There's a lot of success, but guess who gets to determine the definition of success? You. You do. So let's go ahead and put some stank on it. I'm just saying, put some authority on your name and just do it the way that you need. There's a lot of freedom there. A lot of freedom. So let me move this over. I want to make sure, because I'm telling you, this thing been cutting up today. It's been full blown cutting up. So I want to make sure that all the comments is on so that I can see and I can read and I can respond. That's how that looks. Because it looks okay. It looks good. Now, so today we have been taught that in order to be successful, you have to work hard, that you have to be uncomfortable, and that it's even painful. And that's not true. It's just flat out not true. And I'm going to give you 3 reasons to counter it, to bring some joy in what you're doing so that you can have some fun with your life. Okay. Now, the first thing that you want to do, you, and you, the first thing that you want to do is know your strengths. Know your strengths. You know why I say that? Because you need to know what your natural talents are, the things that God has already put inside of you, your gifts. You want to know what you are just good at without even thinking about it. And you want to highlight those. Highlighting your gifts and your natural talents will help you to not waste any time doing anything that you really just don't want to do. Because immediately you can feel when it feels good. You can feel when it's, like troublesome, when you are trying to push against yourself. You can feel that. There's no reason to fight that. You want to be able to acknowledge it. You want to be able to identify it. And you want to be able to either see what you need to do about it, make some real decisions. When you find your strengths and when you utilize them, then the world, it goes with you. It just kind of compiles into this component that you need to work and be fulfilled in what it is that you are doing. This is how you set boundaries. This is how you, call out to your village, your people. Like, this is how you get what you need in life because you're functioning in a space that is for you. It's not for nobody. It's not for you. It's not for nobody else. No, it's not for you either. It's not for anyone else. But you have to start there and you have to find out what that looks like first. Find out what that is, what it entails, so that you can make sure that you hyper focus on it and bring it to the surface. And this can be things that you have not used for a long time. It doesn't matter. These are your gifts. These are your talents. So only you know what corners of your mind you put them in. Bring them out, dust them off. It's time to play with them again. Okay. If you keep your natural talents, that just the things that you're passionate about, the stuff you used to get in trouble for, the things that other people would bring to the surface if you were to ask them. So what do you think I'm good at? What would they say? What do you hear a lot that other people say that maybe that you don't even acknowledge? What is that? Those things, they're going to make you feel better mentally and physically, just because this is home. Those natural talents are natural. They're comfortable. They're easy. So you're going to feel better. You can't help it but to feel better in that space. And when you are utilizing them on a regular basis, then work doesn't feel so hard because you know that you brought your best self to the table. You brought things that you know how to do that you're comfortable with. Like let's say you like puzzles. Are you figuring out how to put things together in all the realms that you are in? At home, at work, socially? Are you putting things together every day? If you're not, why not? You need to. You need to make sure that you're doing that because clearly there's something there. There's a reason why you like it. So if you're just doing something easy and you're not putting stuff together, figuring out how those things work together and meshing them, you're not going to be satisfied. You're not going to be challenged. And that's probably why. What other things did you like to do? Are you an active person and you need to be busy, but you're sitting still? Everyone, I know I'm not by myself when it comes to sitting still is hard. It is hard. Whether you were sitting at church, whether you are sitting just trying to listen to someone else speak, conferences, please, everybody, I know I'm not by myself. When you go to a business meeting and you're at a conference, especially if it's several hours long, you can't tell me that you are not losing your mind and you're antsy and you just want to run across the room, just slapping everybody in the back of the head, in the back of the chair. I'm just saying, you just want to just get up and go. Yes, just run through, like just running through. You need to move. I know I'm not the only person. When people don't acknowledge that within themselves and you're trying to make yourself fit, you're trying to follow the instructions, you're trying to make sure that you are quote unquote professional, the inside of you is unhappy. Okay, you are tired, you're being drained, you're just flat out just unhappy. And it happens to a lot of us. Of course, there's a place for everything. Yes, I get that. But there are things you can do, even when you're sitting still, having to sit through that meeting, that will get you by, especially if you're sitting next to one of your homies. I'm just saying, if you got one of your homies, them silent jokes will go a long way. Just a little game with a little bit of instructions or something before you go in there will get you through. All right, it really will. And just for real, that place of your strengths, that's the realm of excellence for you. It's just easy. So make sure that you are doing things that you like to do. If it's only one thing, search, write down all your talents, write down all your gifts, just the things, like I said, things you get in trouble for, the things that make you happy, things you pay attention to, things that other people say that you possess, write them all down so that you can see it. If you look at it, you'll be like, oh, you know what? I look pretty good. I didn't know I was doing all of that. Look at all of that, function in that space. And if you only have one thing at work that you're doing, see if you can put some of your other talents there. Just kind of see how can I use these gifts where I am. You don't have to necessarily just get up and leave. I'm just saying, but how can you utilize these gifts where you are? God didn't just place you there to just be bored. That's not why you're at work. And you're not just at work to make some money. Because if you lose your mind in the meantime, it's just, I'm saying, how fun was that? There's a lot of very unhappy, responsible people. And it didn't have to be that way. If you just learn to, kind of change your perspective and give yourself permission to be comfortable. Okay. When God put you in that position, he knew everything that he was bringing to that room. You did not just come there as just this one part of yourself. You are layered. Yes. Like Shrek says, you're layered like an onion. Yes. You have all these different things inside of you. And God knew that when he put you there. So show up and show out. Now, like I said, don't get arrested. I don't have no bail money for you. Don't get arrested. But definitely don't let everything, don't let pieces of you go to waste there either. Use them all. Use them all. Now, the second thing that you can do to make sure that you bring some joy and spunk to your life at work, I'm going to say this for those in the back. Excuse me. Can you hear me? Testing. Let go of your pride. Yeah. Let go of it. Don't keep holding on to it. You're trying to protect yourself. You're trying to keep yourself. Stop. Let go of your pride and ask for help. Why do you ask? Because if there are things that you are just really unsure of, you don't know where to start, you don't know how to get the work through it, you just don't understand it, you can't. It's not working. There's no reason for you to struggle by yourself. A lot of our fears, our doubts, our uncertainties, our insecurities, they come from places of unknowing. And if you unknow something, you know how you fix that? You ask a question. You ask for help. And guess what? The best part of that is it's out there. It's everywhere. It's Google. It's Siri. It's the neighbor right next to you. Ask for help. It's too accessible to be so stubborn. It really doesn't look good on you. Stop it. So let it go. Ask for help. If you ask for help in these areas that you are concerned with, or you just really don't know, one, put your listening ears on. Listen, Look at what they're doing. Learn. When you answer these questions for yourself, guess who's not confused no more? You. Therefore, you can enjoy it a little bit better because you have a better sense of what you're doing. And for those that I just not getting it. It's not working, and I don't like doing it. Now you can make an informed decision and redelegate, like give it to somebody else. There's so many other people whose talents lie there. Let them go have fun with it. But you won't know that if you keep protecting yourself. Be honest. It's okay. Like where you're not going to get in trouble being yourself. You're not. And if you do get in trouble being yourself, do you really want to work there? Do you really want to work with that person? Or do you want to, kind of maybe slap them? I'm just saying, you don't want to be there. There's too many different things in the world and functions and opportunities to be stuck. No excuses. Not anymore. Ask for help. And if you can't do it, give it to somebody else. I'm sure Leroy has nothing else to do. He just really wants to help you. Okay, because once you get some answers in these areas that were obstacles, they're no longer obstacles. So that should make you feel a little better at work. And third thing that you can be doing, just ask yourself, why not? Why not have fun at work? I'm just saying, do you really think that you have to wait till 5 o'clock and then get into traffic? And then when you get home, you can turn on some music. Then when you get home, you can be yourself. You're going to take off all the stiffness in the work clothes. And then now you can be yourself. Why? Why are you waiting that long? Because they said so? What do you say? What do you want? And what do you need? What's going to make you feel better? Because guess what? You're going to be more productive if you have some joy in your life. So why not? First of all, let's just educate the masses. There's learning opportunities in play. What do you think we're doing with the children? This is our future, and you used to be one. You learned through your play. Whether it was with your Legos and your blocks, you learn how to put things together. You learn how to solve problems. You learn how to be inquisitive and curious and try to figure it out. We still do that right now. You learn to remember things through song. Okay, you got the whole Pledge of Allegiance. You have your prayers. You have blessings at the table. You learned your alphabets. You learn how to speak. We did that through song and play. I bet you right now you can think of 2 songs real quick that you used to sing as a child. And I bet you it pops in your mind probably and word for word. You probably can't believe what you remember right now. But really, let me get this over here. This is where happiness lies for a lot of us. There's no reason that we keep telling ourselves that you don't have to have fun. If you can learn and if you can lessen the stresses in your environment, don't you want to? I do. I do. Don't you want to lessen those stresses? And believe me, there are other people who feel the same way. We go to work so that we can retire, quit, and play with the rest of our time. But in today's economy, one, you're not guaranteed to even know exactly how soon or how much longer it will take for you to retire. You don't know what the conditions are going to be later on. And I'm not even talking about just financially. You don't even know if your knees are going to show up. So why are you going to wait till later to start playing? I've seen some well-decorated yards. I'm just saying, but they're not having so much fun. They're so busy looking backwards. You get your pictures and stuff together. You get your yard together. You try to go on a trip, but your knees won't take it. No, you want to make sure that you are using your time right now to have fun. Don't wait till later. It's important for you to do that right now, every day in every realm, because you're going to take yourself there, right? I mean, you're going, right? Or did you leave yourself in the car before you went to the building? How did it work? I'm just saying, you want to have fun. You want to enjoy your life. You don't want to waste any time. And it doesn't start later. It starts when you allow yourself and give yourself permission to do it. I understand that work is supposed to be so professional and you're supposed to be quiet. But I'm telling you, I know a bunch of silent games that will have you just really, really just tickle pink all day long. It raises productivity. You know why? Because you didn't allow your energy to die in the cafeteria and by the water cooler. Like it just didn't die as soon as you sat at your desk and you saw that blue light come through that screen. You allowed yourself to participate in life's joyous things called play. It's not just for the kids. It's really not. And I'm telling you, once you are vulnerable, like not I'm going to take that word back. When you are honest with who you are and what it is that you like, what you like to do, when you see that there are other people who know exactly that movie scene, like I know what you're talking about. They know the words to the songs that you listen to that you thought only you liked. When you find these people, they're your people. They're your village. They're your tribe. And that's who you want around you because they are going to be your cheerleaders for success. They are going to root you on. They're going to learn. They're going to understand the things that you like. They see you. But if you are sitting in the corner, ignoring the world, trying to protect your emotions, just trying to be focused. I'm just here to do my job. I don't have to do nothing else. And that's exactly what you get. Be careful what you ask for, because if you're just going to work to do your business and that's all you want, then that's all you get. I'm sorry, but you didn't really ask for more. So yeah, you got exactly what you wanted. But I promise you, if you be yourself and you show up at work as yourself, then those people who are supposed to be with you, around you, will see you and they will come. And let's be real, the same way that you're trying to ignore the humans at work, there's someone else in the corner ignoring them too. So try to see who's doing the same thing that you're doing, like who's really uncomfortable, doesn't really want to be here, anti-social, and be like, yeah, hey, you know what? Come sit over here. Let me talk to you. Bring them out the corner too. Share something amongst yourselves. Like I said, just kind of get out of that we have to be tight because it doesn't do anything. Your definition of success is up to you. It's up to you. And it can change as many times as you want it to. It shifts and grows with you at whatever stage that you are at life, but it's your life. It's no one else's. They can't control you. They'll give you instructions and guidance. That's what supervisors do. You as a leader, I'm sure that's what you told those people to do underneath you. Butter rum. Yeah, don't control nothing. This is their life. They're going to do what they want. And that goes for you too. You can do what you want. Now, like I said, I don't have no bail money for you pop locking at work because I told you to go have a good time. Be mindful of those who just want to play and that's all they want to do. Okay. Now, when you're seeking this new tribe, there are going to be some who just, that's all they want to do is play at work. They don't even want to work at work. Be mindful of them. Okay, you want to make sure that you are connecting with the playful teammates that are driven by their dreams and they're also success. Like they understand the balance. Like we're going to work hard, we're going to play hard. You want to play with them because other than that, you might just get stuck somewhere and we don't have time for that. Okay, we did not come to Intentional Tuesday. We didn't show up in our lives today to just get stuck with someone else who doesn't have, like a guiding star. You do. So be mindful of the ones that you play with. Make sure that they are going to also continue to move forward towards their goals and that they are going to continue to make sure that you do as well. They're going to be your cheerleaders. I'm telling you, you didn't think you was going to have no homies at work because you didn't want to. For whatever reason that you didn't want to, the way that you showed up, whatever your trauma was that made that decision for you, reevaluate it. Because if you got to show up here like for the whatever amount of days for the rest of the time period that you are going to be in this job, this career, in this position, you don't want to be comfortable. You really want to do this all by yourself. I'll wait. I'm sure you got a really good excuse or reason or something, but I just think it behooves you to not do that. And the sooner that you find out, is this environment going to nurture all my gifts? Can I be myself here? Can I be myself here? If you can't, the sooner that you see that, the sooner you can make an executive decision. Now, God uses everything. You can go into this place and you can be in this position and learn everything. You can learn what you need to help everyone else, to help yourself, to spread out into the community. And you don't necessarily have to be comfortable. I'm not saying that every job is going to be comfortable because that's not true. But it doesn't have to be torture and it doesn't have to be just a strenuous, stressful thing either. But the sooner you find out who you are, what you need, and you be that, then you can find out, is this for me or not? If you are somewhere and you're just being responsible and you know that you cannot stand it, now you can make a decision. Okay, you know what? How much more of this can I dedicate my time before I know that it's just not going to be good for me, that it's going to take away from me versus giving to me, giving me strength, giving me benefits, giving me learning opportunities, and just flat out opportunities, period. How long can I be here and why? Ask yourself these questions because only you can delegate your life. Only you can take care of yourself and protect your peace. That's you, homie. You better make sure that you're doing it. Only you can do that. So be yourself, your full self, so that you know exactly when you're in that situation and when you're not. And when you see that you are not, start making some plans. I'm not saying being like, I'm out of here, I quit. No, I am not saying to do that. You still got rent on the first, like, come on now. But what I'm saying is you can still make a plan. You can make a strategic plan and start planning for your future. If you need to have this just for a couple months and you need to look for something else, do that. If you need to put like a lot of buckle down and really get a lot of education and strengthen your resources and your foundation so that you can get to the next level, do that. Be clear about what it is that you need to do. Put a time to it. If you know I need 6 months of classes before I can get to that next promotion, do that. Hustle hard. That's great. But be clear about what you're doing. Do not just go to work and be like, well, I'm just here because I'm supposed to, because my degree says I'm supposed to, because my family wants me to, because society is rough. There's way too many options for you to feel like you're stuck. There's just too many. So we're going to go back through. Now, like I said, if you want to have some fun at work, know your strengths and use them everywhere, every day. Look for opportunities to work in that realm of excellence of your natural talents. 2, let go of the pride, ask for some help. Right? We're going to ask for some help. We're going to redelegate some stuff. Like, here, you can have that one. Can I get an assistant? Okay. And 3, find your work playmates. Because I'm telling you, a silent game of tag, it just does something for your heart. It really does. Especially if your boss jumps in and you start looking at them a little differently, like, oh, okay. Oh, you Patty, I got you. This is going to be fun. It changes the dynamics of work and it makes it so that it doesn't feel like work. You can have fun all these places. Now, I encourage you all, every last one of you, to continue to play in all that you do. Okay, the world is stressful. It's going to continue to make it a point to be stressful. So you make it a point to enjoy all the moments that you can with the people that you can do so, and do it all day, every day, and while you're continuing towards your goals. It doesn't have to be stressful, guys. You can have some more fun. Now, for more tips like this, then you can follow me on Instagram _Penny Owens or the United Front Network, or on Facebook at Empowerment Over Sacrifice. Don't you just love how I'm pointing like Facebook is over here? You can go over there and you can see me as well. Share, invite your friends, or just anybody you think that may need this information. All right? Just remember, play is not just for kids. It's free to all of us. This is Penny Owens, founder of Penny Owens LLC, a leadership empowerment consultancy where we are on a mission to empower professionals, small business owners, and corporate teams to live and lead from their authentic purpose to change the culture of leadership. We're trying to do big things here, okay? It's not just about just me, it ain't just about just you. We are a community, and we are going to start. I know I am. I'm going to start with the hearts of leaders. Okay, you, and dang sure you. Yes, I see you. We're going to start with you, and we are going to expand towards the teams, environments, and the communities that you influence. Because like I said, we don't just affect ourselves. It bleeds over and it affects other people. So we're going to make sure that everybody get right. Join us every Tuesday at 12 noon Central Standard Time. You know where you live at? I don't know what time that'll be. You do the math. I trust that you got this. Thank you. And next week we will be discussing, remember why you are fighting. So I know, different turns, a different angle from today, but knowing your whys is the foundation of everything worth fighting for. So we'll make sure that you guys get exactly what you need so that you can pull those up. There's a lot of things coming, but we want to know why you're doing what you're doing. You need to know that, and it's going to keep you moving forward. always remember to lead with purpose in your purpose. And I will see you guys next week at Intentional Tuesdays. Thank you for hanging in there with me for this third round. Is a charm. I appreciate you. You guys have a good rest of your week, and bye.